The New York Knicks need to pick a direction and stick with it. Adrian Wojnarowski just said that the New York Knicks will be monitoring Zach LaVine out in Chicago. Obviously, the Knicks missed out on Donovan Mitchell this past summer. So we all know Leon Rose and the front office are looking for that next superstar to come into Madison Square Garden, to come into New York City and take over the city. That's what they were brought here for. James Dolan hired them a couple of years back, thinking that they would bring in a superstar based on their relationships. Leon Rose was a former agent, and he brought in William Wesley. Obviously, William Wesley has his connections around the league. But ever since they've been hired, the New York Knicks have not secured that superstar. They've tried with Donovan Mitchell. They failed. They've tried past summer signing some free agents. They failed. And rumors are now swirling that the next target on their list is Zach LaVine from Chicago. Now, I like Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine isn't a good player. This isn't a knock on the player Zach LaVine. Will Zach LaVine help the Knicks? I think so. He's a star in this league, and I think he's on the verge of becoming a superstar. With that said, Zach LaVine on this current team with the current coach, Tom Thibodeau, I don't think that would work out. We all know Zach LaVine was in Minnesota a few years ago, and his head coach was Tom Thibodeau, and it didn't work out in Minnesota. So as long as Tom Thibodeau is a head coach, I don't think it makes sense to bring in Zach LaVine, because you had Zach LaVine along with Karl-Anthony Towns throwing shade at Tom Thibodeau. We all know the trade that Tom Thibodeau pulled off in Minnesota when he traded Zach LaVine to the Bulls for Jimmy Butler. Zach LaVine wasn't too happy about that. Karl-Anthony Towns, when Tom Thibodeau left, Karl-Anthony Towns was throwing shade at Tom Thibodeau. So as long as Tom Thibodeau is the coach of the New York Knicks, I don't think Zach LaVine will work. Now, will that be the case? Is Tom Thibodeau's days in New York numbered? Because if the New York Knicks move on from Tom Thibodeau, if they promote Johnny Bryant into a head coaching position, give him an opportunity, I honestly think that will be the direction that I would go in personally. Tom Thibodeau, to me, the NBA has passed him. He's a little bit too stale. He's stubborn still. There's some benchings that I don't agree with. There's some minutes distributions that I don't agree with, along with most Knicks fans. But let's get back to Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine just signed a massive contract. This season, he's getting paid $37 million. In 2023, 2024, next year, he's getting paid $40 million. 24-25, $43 million. 25-26, $45 million. 26-27, his contract takes him to all the way to 2026 and 2027. He has a player option in that year, and that will pay him a whopping $48 million per year. Is he worth that? It could be a slight overpay for Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine is a star. Don't get me wrong. Great player. Still young, too. Still in his prime. He's only 27 years old. He turns 28 next season. But in my opinion, Zach LaVine is the player that you go after if you already have a contending team. Do you think the Knicks have a contending team? I don't think so. If the Knicks acquired Donovan Mitchell this past summer, I think Zach LaVine would have been perfect for them. Pair Zach LaVine with Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson. That's a small backcourt. I don't know if that could have worked, but that would have been perfect. Do I think Zach LaVine will help them? Sure. Let's just go through his stats this season. Zach LaVine is shooting 36% from three, 83% from the line, 4 assists per game, averaging 22 points a game to go along with 34 minutes. If they didn't sign him to that massive extension, I would have said sign me up for Zach LaVine. He's an all-star in his prime, but I don't think right now trading for Zach LaVine is the right move that this organization needs. I think they need to pick a direction and stick with it. Now, it seems like they have picked a little direction. They've benched Derrick Rose. They're benching Cam Reddish. Looks like they're going to try to find some trade partners for Derrick Rose, Cam Reddish, Evan Fournier. Those right there. You have Evan Fournier making $18 million a year. Derrick Rose making over $15 million a year. That's over $30 million a year on your books. Dead cap space that are not playing. Another great signings from Leon Rose, right? Which is why I don't think bringing in Zach LaVine's monster contract, I think it's just going to keep you in the middle. I don't think you'll become a contender with Zach LaVine. Maybe you can crack the top 6 in the Eastern Conference, but I don't think that's what they need. So in my previous video, I suggested a bunch of trades. It starts with Julius Randle. I think Julius Randle needs to be on the trading block. You trade Julius Randle alongside, find trade partners for Evan Fournier, Cam Reddish, and Derrick Rose. Free up some more playing time from Emmanuel Quickley. Obi Toppin just got injured and he won't be reevaluated for another 2 to 3 weeks. So that's a bummer. Will that open up playing time for Cam Reddish? I don't know. But the Knicks need to plant their flag on some of their young guys, pick a direction, and just go from there. Look, Zach LaVine is a good player. Bringing him in this situation, I don't think is the right thing to do at this time. You're just going to continue to be stuck in the middle, and bringing in him with that contract is a recipe for disaster, in my opinion. This upcoming NBA draft is an elite draft class, and the New York Knicks could possibly own 3 first-round picks. So, in my opinion, you build from there. This draft is honestly elite. And I'm going to say that I'm going to keep harping on that. This upcoming NBA draft is elite, elite, elite. So gain as much draft capital for this upcoming draft, trade away your bad contracts, and hopefully a free agent will sign with you during the summer. The free agent that I am targeting myself is Jalen Brown on the Boston Celtics. Now, he's not a free agent for another 2 years. Next year, he'll be in his last deal of his contract, but Jalen Brown would be a hot commodity when he becomes an unrestricted free agent. Still in his prime, superstar, young talent. You just have to hope that Boston doesn't lock him up to a contract extension. Cross your fingers on that, because he will become a free agent. Maybe he'll want to leave Boston due to the trade rumors that have been swirling all throughout his career this past summer, the KD rumors. Maybe he's not too found on that. Once again, that's not a given. But right now, you cannot continue to be stuck in this NBA purgatory. So like I said earlier, Zach LaVine is a good player, but he is not what the New York Knicks currently need, especially with that contract that would pay him up until 2027, upwards of $40+ million. So to close out, 3 things on my wish list will be the following: trade Julius Randle, find a partner for Evan Fournier, Derrick Rose, maybe you can trade him to a contender. Cam Reddish, maybe you can package alongside with either Derrick Rose or Evan Fournier or Julius Randle, and maybe even be open to trading RJ Barrett too. RJ Barrett this year has taken steps back defensively and offensively. That could be an option. Maybe be open to trading him. Everything should be on the table if you're a New York Knicks fan. Everything should be on the table if you're the Knicks GM. But these rumors about Zach LaVine, when I first heard them, I was intrigued, but when I peeled it back a little bit, took a look at his contract, I said to myself, this is not what the Knicks need right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think the New York Knicks should go after Zach LaVine? Who's the next star you think they should go after? You think they should just blow it up, build through this upcoming draft, which I think they should do? Not essentially blow it up. Keep Brunson, keep the core guys around. Grimes, I think, has really become a great player for the Knicks, and I think he has a bright future in this league. So find the 2 or 3 guys you would like to build around, get as many picks in this upcoming NBA draft, and just go from there. Once again, I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to try to release videos every single week. Thanks for watching, and peace.